Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt, and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt, and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Rail Media is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to The Ironworx with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on The Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, everybody.
It's Friday, my dudes.
It is Friday, my dudes. Welcome to the Ironworx right here on Truth Frequency Radio. My name is Josh Corey, and I am joined by two of my very good friends and co-hosts right here on this little show. Starting off with one Mr. Walter Johnson. Walt, I know you've had a busy couple days. How you been?
Hello, Josh. Hello, TFR. Hello, Zach. I know you're here too. I'm doing fine. Sorry, I'm still scrambling around here trying to get coffee in me. Yeah, just a interesting little week. Doing some domestic things, furniture and whatnot. So yeah, just a lot of time away from the house. So, but we do have new furniture coming Saturday, so that's a plus, I suppose. And then this weekend, the plan was to do some things outside, but the rain, it's been pretty rough. It's kind of killing off a lot of stuff that Haley planted. So we'll talk about all that later. I know I have a plant expert here on the panel, so, and or at least he plays one on TFR. But yeah, definitely lots of extra moisture here in my state of late. It's kind of why we put things off till Saturday. Hopefully it won't dampen my new furniture.
Let's head on over there and say hello to the plant expert himself. One
That's the
Mr.
man.
Zachary Zabala. Z Squared, or you may know him on YouTube as Good Times for All. By the way, shout out to everybody on YouTube, where we are also simulcasting, live streaming over there as well. But good morning, Zach. How are you?
And he's gone.
And he's
Apparently that did it. That took him out. You think I'm the one busy. That gentleman and the whole family there in Denver, has been quite busy of late. So yeah, I'm surprised he's even making it to these early shows. Of course, he's probably still up. There he is. Look at him. He heard us talking about it.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Josh. Hello, Walt. Hey, everybody out there in TFR land. Yeah, for some reason, I'm having trouble getting awake. I don't know. Yeah, it's been wild here. Guys coming to look at the house Sunday at 8 a.m. just for his walkthrough or whatever. They've already signed all the papers and everything. They actually had a bidding war. It didn't go
as smooth as he wanted.
Yeah, it went even better than they wanted.
So somebody came and was willing to offer more than $2,000 over asking?
Well, it had to do with all the other,
the inspections and
all inspections and all that crap. So they got it the way they wanted it. The house is sold. We have till the 31st to get out of here. And we are going camping for sure. I'm excited. I get to go say goodbye to the mountains. Yeah. At least for a while. see myself, for some reason, I see myself back out west one day. I will definitely be up in the redwoods one day, but I'm gonna come through Denver again for sure. Not Denver, but the Rockies. Yeah, it's a beautiful, magical place. It is. It really is. These people were, oh my gosh, just getting around to fixing the fence. Remember when I fixed the fence not that long ago?
Oh yeah.
And there's like 300 days of sunshine here in the Denver, Colorado area a year. You know, it's one of the sunniest places in the country. And they picked the day to do it on a day that it's supposed to thunderstorm and rain. So they're out there and they're putting the concrete in and this and that. And 5 minutes later, it started pouring down raining. So I don't know, I'm kind of anxious to see what happens with the whole, how their concrete settled and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll be curious to hear.
Yeah, it's a big part of concrete, the whole water thing, controlling how much water you use.
Yeah, it takes a while for that concrete to set up if it's super humid, super moist.
Mm-hmm. And rain is just horrible. You know, you don't want to add water to it.
Especially not drops falling down in your wet concrete.
Yeah. But yeah, no, things are going good. House is just spotless right now. We're just trying to keep it this way until he
Sunday.
sees it and all that good stuff, and then
it's party time.
Yeah, poop on the walls. No,
like astronauts in space.
Yeah, things are good. How are you doing out there in Missouri? Your week feel good?
I did. Work has been nominal. It's just,
Work.
Yep, that's what it is. Let's see. What did I fix last night for dinner? Whatever it was. Oh, it was leftover pork roast. But the veggies we had were a green pepper and a zucchini, both straight from the garden, still warm from the sunshine outside when we cut it. It's actually a nice full-sized pepper, which I think is one of the first full-sized peppers we've gotten out of the garden. For some reason, we've always had issues getting pepper plants to grow and produce. But so far this year, it's going good. We've got a bunch of little peppers out there, green peppers, jalapeno peppers, serrano peppers, all kinds of good stuff. Looks like everything's going to be going
Tabascos?
good. Did not do any Tabascos.
I only grew those 1 year. But the what I got out of it was ridiculous.
Really?
I only had 4 plants and I had like 2,000 peppers. Yeah, that was the year I went really crazy with the horse manure, setting it up, and they were like 2.5 inches in diameter. They were just huge, all 4 of them. They look like little trees. Yeah, it was awesome. That was my year of the pepper though. Every pepper plant I had like 30-something pepper plants that year, and I had peppers hanging everywhere with needle and thread going through them to dry them out.
Year of the pepper. I think we're hearing the show title, unless something comes up. I don't know.
I also want to send out a very special shout out and apology there to Nachaketa in chat over on YouTube. Apparently, we called him on Tuesday.
We didn't do it again.
No, we didn't. Zach was nice enough to get him out.
Okay.
Because, we couldn't remove him from the call via the computer. The only way to get him out of that call, Zach had to do it on his phone. It looks like it's been fixed now on
they fixed
Skype.
it?
Looks like, yeah, where you can actually have a remove option for people.
Yeah.
So, our deepest apologies. You're not the first person to get a way too early wake-up call. Because
kind of
we forgot.
Card, I think.
Yeah, it is. Not only will we start late, not email you, but we'll also call you after you've been on the show. That's right.
Well, not wake him up. At least he's already up in the afternoon over there. I guess, hopefully. But yeah, still, it's not
I
It's not a
remember the
thing we
first
intended
Ironworx
to.
show I was trying to be a part of. I went and called everybody. Called Paul on the plane at like well 2 a.m. his time. There was like 20 something people. I think I called like one of the chat groups and not Ironworx. Something
Man,
like
I
that.
went time traveling just yesterday trying to show Drew some old stuff. We were talking about the trees, and because he's playing catch up. I just got him to the point where he knows we didn't go to the moon. So still struggling, but at least
Baby
we're seeing
steps.
things. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Baby steps.
Step. Right. So I started trying to go around some of the other interests. I've showed him some Martin and some John Levy stuff, Mudflood. I showed him the original version of No Trees, with the comrade speaking to us and telling us about the trees on the earth, because we always had a thing for Russians. So he loved that. So I've got him looking at a lot of interesting things. And so talking about the trees, I was like, yeah, there's a map in the airport in Houston that I walked on and saw, and there's a tree there representing the tree of life, the huge tree up going to the ceiling there, which is very dome-like. And I was trying to find the video of me there and taking a video of it, showing the outer lands, which are also on that map, interestingly enough, beyond Antarctica. And going back through, I thought I put it on my channel, couldn't find it. So I went to Iron Rim, and going back through there, I found the original show where you were a guest still. You weren't a member of the team yet, Zach. You were still a guest. It was like, what? That was a while ago. So yeah, I was like, dude, this is a guy you need to check out. Here's his channel. So I showed him your channel. So you'll have a new sub, I'm sure, pretty soon there, Zach.
Sweet.
So it's what? June? Into June?
26th. Yes, it is. Pretty much over here in like 4 days, 5. How many we got? 20 days, 30 days, half Juvember. Wait, how's it go?
Whoa!
30
We call them
in
small hats.
September, April, June, and November.
Damn, we're off the air.
Yes.
Anyway.
So-
September, June, November, April. Yeah.
That just sounds like arbitrary names of months you're rattling off.
I know you're just saying names. You don't know.
Well, I was trying to do the thing in my head.
Ends with an
30 days.
R, begins with a Z. I don't know. Something.
Well,
It's 30 days in September, April, June, and November.
If a June bug lands on your knee and you fly west with the crow, I don't know. It's one of those things like that.
so in
I got a
3
weird
months,
knee now.
3 months
Sorry.
in October marks 3 years of the Ironworx.
That's nuts.
Isn't that nuts? Just sitting trying to think about how much archives you'd have to search through. That's quite a few. That'll be 150 weeks worth of episodes at 2 episodes a week. That's 300 episodes. That's a lot.
It is. It is. Sorry, I just was reading chat. Apparently, oh my God, that's funny. Apparently, I sounded more Italian than Russian. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Anyway, hello, chat, everyone. Hi, Spy, Diva, Liz, our Iron Maiden. And again, our apologies to you. Chiquetta, we surely didn't mean to wake you up, or not wake you up, but call you there. And Daz is here in chat. Glad to have you back in the mix, friend. And I remember hints and suggestions of you actually coming and being on our shows. You hear that S at the end? That's plural. That means there's more than one. Because yeah, we want to talk to you here, but we want to see some of your art there on Hypnosphere where we can visually appreciate it. So, but anyway, I was running the list and I've talked to Daz too much and my list is moving and I got to go back up and find out who I've missed. I know Brian was here. Hello, Brian. There's Dawn. Wasn't Voynich here earlier? Yes, there's Voynich. Alexander Lightwater. Shadow Band. Who else? I missed somebody. I know somebody just got here. Who was it? Who was it? Someone who's never late. Am I correct?
She always arrives exactly when she Means
and
to.
gents. That is
And
correct. Hello, Candy. Hi, I'm
It's,
Candy. Of
it's
course.
be Hazley. Now, come on, you got to throw a little southern drawl in that.
Oh man.
You know,
Hey,
throw
Candy.
y'all in there. I love when she says y'all. Something about that southern accent. The
Who have I
y'all.
missed? Have I missed anybody? If I missed you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I have a hard time multitasking.
It just means you've tuned into the Ironworks right here at Truth Frequency Radio.
Oh, indeed you have.
I want to give a big shout out to Nemo as well. who,
Nemo, hello Nemo, if I missed you, and shout out to Pavlo, listening somewhere, we hope.
Yeah, I don't think-
Ute to Hoob just got there. What time do we call this? Well, for us, it's 4 a.m. here. Me and Josh, I think it's 3 for Zach. Is that right? Am I going backwards or forward?
Yeah, it's 3.
backwards
Yeah.
now, forwards soon.
Soon.
Soon it'll be like 5 a.m. and that'll be nothing. That'll be like time to get up and start the day.
Right. It's a real day then.
I'll be working out in the yard.
Oh, wait. I am playing catch up in chat and I'm starting to feel my BS meter tweaking. Apparently Daz's laptop died. Are y'all hearing the air quotes? Laptop died, and now he's done as an online presence. I guess that means we won't have him as a guest anytime soon. Is that what that Hintley is trying to tell us, Daz? I'm going to cry now. Excuse me while I go cry. Uh-oh, Liz is leaving. Goodbye, Liz. We love you. Be careful. Or no, she's not leaving, but something is going on with her cat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hope your cat's okay.
Gotta do
Wow,
some-
we got to get out of chat and actually start doing a show,
Some
don't we?
feline triage. Yeah, might not be a bad idea.
But you see, that's how much we love you guys and appreciate you being here at various hours across the plane, as we know.
Whatever the hell time this is.
Whatever, as they say. Shout out again to our buddy Martin last Friday. That was a great show. If you haven't gone, check it out. Go do that. It was great
Yeah.
perusing some of his older stuff, watching the progression, and as we've discovered, or he discovered, and we followed along, some of the amazing art and photographs, and then
Yeah,
that
you should
continuing
some
over
of
there
the
on
stuff he
John
shared.
Levy's channel. I'm sorry, what's that?
Sorry, Walt. Some of the stuff he shared yesterday on his premiere.
Oh, see, I thought I knew he was going to have a premiere yesterday, but at one point we started playing around on guitars and trying to write music, and that got us off the YouTube for a while. So I missed it. My apologies, Martin. Definitely will check it out, though. What was going on?
So much electrical stuff from like the 1850s, just or all the World's Fair pictures. They had all these crazy looking giant electrode gatherers that ran down to all these smaller electrodes that were all connected and looked like they were on these jars that may have been batteries or something. I don't know. There was all kinds of cool stuff that they had light bulbs, all kinds of stuff. And all this stuff just been swept away. Just there's pictures of it. And it's amazing. He's done so much research. He knows like what
Absolutely.
type of civilization it came from, just by looking at the building. Like
One
who
of the
built-
ones we looked at yesterday that I apparently missed in all the, like, you think you'd go through our archives and be bogged down on amazing amounts of stuff. That gentleman just
Yeah.
content producer extraordinaire, and definitely worthy of go and check all of it out if you have a few years for sure. But one of the ones was the one where he talked about all the different World's Fairs where they had like babies for sale
Mm-hmm.
and incubators like just lining the freaking halls and shit. And it's like, what the fuck is that? What world is that? What is going on? There's definitely layers that we don't even have a clue about here, people.
And then people coming off
Tony?
of ships, and there's no children at all in any of the pictures. It's nothing but adults. Now that's
Weirdly
kind of,
dazed looking, confused, like what am I
Yeah,
looking at?
like
Adults,
they're
like,
coming out
right.
of a cave for the first time to
Right.
see the sunlight. they're all just looking around like, oh my God, what is this place? We moved to Oz. Yeah, it's to know what actually happened in history. I think that's one of my wishes now.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's one of the things, like, you know, where like all the hidden knowledge that's in the Vatican or whatever. It's like, yeah, I sure want to know the true history. That would be amazing. Shout out to the Alan Holman, line producer extraordinaire, friend of the show, long time. Yes, Alan, everyone is over at YouTube because of struggles with TFR, apparently, or just because it's cooler over there, you know, where the cool kids hang out. David RB, did you say that already earlier?
I did
missed
not.
that.
I did not get a chance to say hello to David RB because I saw Alan was in there again. Alan was the first one over there in the TFR chat, wishing everybody a great show because he wasn't planning on being here. But here he is.
Well, I'm glad he's back. Welcome
glad
back.
to see him there.
Welcome back.
And of course, Daz was the first one over there on YouTube. Said he wasn't going to miss a second of the show. Guess he was a little bit late.
Well, I guess we should do a show then and just stop yapping at chat. Wow, we've done a whole segment of loving you guys. That's awesome. That's how much we love you.
Now that we're done with that, ready to start a show, it's almost time for commercial. Why? Because you've turned into the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency.
Yeah, amazing. Then, so if there's ever any doubt of the true live interaction of this show, I think it's all been demonstrated for the last 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we do have stories.
We do have some stories. We have some stories from Tuesday that we didn't get to.
We do.
And, you know, who the hell else knows what we're going to talk about?
Who knows what'll happen? It seemed like there was something strangely media cultural thing that I wanted to talk about, and it probably would take about the 4 minutes we have. What was it? Oh, yeah, yesterday, anniversary. If you're a science fiction fan at all, yesterday was a strange date. Was it 38 years ago yesterday that The Thing from Carpenter and Blade Runner from Scott dropped, both on the same day? Two wildly different takes on science fiction. As a younger person, I really appreciated The Thing way more than Blade Runner at the time. I had to go back and see Blade Runner years later.
There was a monster. Come on.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. And plus Carpenter, man, he ruled, and the practical effects in The Thing were amazing. Being an effects head,
Kurt Russell
was just,
thing, right?
Huh?
Kurt Russell, The Thing?
Kurt Russell was in it, yeah. Bob Bottin is the man behind the amazing practical effects there in that movie. If you don't know the difference between practical and digital, you should educate yourself. The reason movies look so crappy today and how they looked so amazing in the 80s, that's the difference between practical effects and digital effects. It's why the newer version of The Thing that they put out and was like the prequel or whatever that was all about looked so shitty, because that whole movie got shot. The recent remake or reboot or whatever of The Thing, there's a version out there that is all practical effects. I think it was done by Greg Nicotero's team, and I would love to see it because I'm sure it would be amazing, because nobody uses practical effects anymore. And that does show you why or how, because that movie itself, they redid all of the practical effects with some crappy, cartoony looking digital shit that really ruined it, and could have been a good premise for a great little prequel type movie. But oh well, we got that. Anyway, yeah, practical versus
that one.
Sorry, I don't even know. I didn't like it enough to even dig in and find out who ruined that movie. I just know Greg and his crew are always amazing with practical effects. I think the last really good practical effect movie was probably From Dusk Till Dawn. There's not many practical effects out there anymore. It's pretty much all cartoons these days, and it looks it. Anyway, so that hit, and Blade Runner on June 25th, and I don't have the date because I don't know where I put the story. I thought I dropped it in here. It may just be one I read and didn't drop. Uh-oh, I think I just did a bad thing. My computer all stopped.
Oh, you broke it.
I think I did. Oh, there it is.
Close down about 9 of those tabs. You'll be all right.
I'm not there yet. Oh, it is right there. It was in 1982. I just went scrolling up too far. So yeah, June 25th, 1982. A good year for science fiction. Or a good day for science fiction.
I was 5.
Wow, you young lad. You young lad. There was a novelization of the movie, The Thing, that was out, which I don't know if you knew about novelizations of movies that happened out there in the world, but 9 times out of 10, if you read those novelizations, it was based off of a script that had a lot more details, behind the scenes things. There was a lot more stuff about the origin of the creature and stuff. But anyway, it looks like we're almost there.
I think you're right.
At a break. I'm going to let you do it, though, because my clock's already got me on break, so I don't know what's going on with this. We never did figure that out.
Yeah, it might just be having 2 people logged into the vault at the same time in 2 different locations.
Didn't used to be a deal, though.
At least
Chris.
not this bad.
Just saying, Chris. Hint. Just saying.
The reviews for Extendivite are amazing. Here are some from Amazon. September 2018. Extendivite works in keeping my blood pressure in the normal range. I've been using Extendivite for many years now. May 2018. Great product. I use regularly and I rarely get sick. March 2018. This product has relieved what appeared to be angina pain in my chest and shortness of breath after climbing stairs. I'm quite happy about it. February 2018. My husband, son, and I have been using this product for a few months now, and we have noticed an improvement in our joints and blood pressure. Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
This is iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio makes you want to move. When you have a great melody, a song can last forever.
Instantly connected.
I love it when the beat goes.
Did you know you can listen to Truth Frequency Radio on iHeartRadio? Just download the app to your smart car, smartphone, or smart TV and get the best of TFR wherever you are.
iHeartRadio.
I'll see you there.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Jim Ram, retired. In early 2012, I was facing a laundry list of chronic health conditions that my physician was telling me were incurable. I knew there had to be a better way, and I learned how I could reverse every one of my ailments with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. In just a few months, I was able to reverse high blood pressure, gastric reflux, sleep apnea, arthritis, degenerative disc disease, heart arrhythmia, AFib, and many more. And I've lost over 70 pounds and kept it off. Now I'm hosting a radio program that's dedicated to helping my listeners do the same. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're sick of being used as an ATM by your doctor, then you'll want to tune into the Your DIY Health radio program here on Truth Frequency Radio every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern and 6 to 8 a.m. Pacific.
You are now tuned into the Truth Frequency.
Your protection from deception. TFR.
Truth Frequency Radio.
so much to do, so much space lettuce to dive into. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Terpenes 1978 over there in the TFR chat.
Yeah, like that name.
He was
in
actually
that year
over there looking for Alan Holman. It would appear he just found out his aunt has a growth and was
I am
trying
sorry to hear that, my friend.
help her with all he could, and heard that Alan had been talking about some alternative cancer cures.
He did indeed. I am trying to get that link right now for him because I am reading the book per my homework instructions I received from our producer, flying producer, Alan Holman. I don't know if the rest of you guys, if you're doing your homework, but I'm doing my homework.
I do believe, I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure I managed to drop a link to Alcepius' staff in there.
All right.
Just with
I
no
was gonna
explanation.
say
It's
it,
just
but I knew I wouldn't murder the book title, and as I always do. But if you've got this link, you're good. I actually have it here too. So since I have it, we're double linking it. I'm putting it in TFR. Oops, I guess that was actually YouTube first. Sorry, Terpenes. And there you go, my friend. Definitely. And I'm not sure what state you live in or where you're located, but definitely if you are close to a state with legal Rick Simpson oil, it is something to start on immediately. The protocols in the book there that, how did I miss it? What did I do? I thought that was it, like straight to the book. Or I didn't go straight to the PDF. I went to the page. My apologies, Alan. You're right. Alan's got you covered, friend, there in chat. Sorry. I just went to the page. I was in a hurry. But definitely sending love, positivity. Make sure that lots of positivity stays there around. That is definitely key, as you'll find out reading Alan's book. So definitely sending lots of love and lots of positivity. Oh, sorry, I'm reading chat again. Yes, indeed, friend. You're welcome, and positivity all the way through. From us, from the friends in chat, from inside you, that's where it really needs to come from. And I know it's hard right now with all the stuff you're going through. Trust me, I just dealt with it with my mom passing due to chemo that she got into, despite me sending Alan's book the first day I heard her diagnosis, and trying to emphasize how simple to read it would be and how simple a process it would be to supplement. And if you're insistent on trying to do the chemo, at least try to supplement with some of these ideas. But unfortunately, she was a person who was a respiratory therapist for 30 plus years, and so she was pretty deep into the mind control of the pharmaceutical industry. So
Western medical, yeah.
Well, if you're wanting to make your own, sir, I know some people that you can definitely get in touch with and help you out. Of course, with a name like Terpenes 1978, you're probably well ahead of the curve on that. So yeah, but yeah, anything we can help you with, friend, let us know. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing how easily we can repair ourselves and how much damage these medicines do to our bodies.
It's amazing how healthy you can stay if you don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
It's amazing how healthy you can stay.
Yeah.
My grandmother never went to the doctor, and she lived well into her 90s.
Well, when you go and you get
the other grandmother went to the doctor on a regular basis and was constantly in the hospital, diagnosed with all kind of crap and dealing with all kind of medicines, and she passed in her late 70s, just like my mom did. So there you go. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
What was I saying? I forget.
Sorry, I was ranting about hospitals and not going to the doctor being a lot better for you than ever doing.
Get that little bump, it's a little sore, wherever you get it. And you go to the doctor, and they tell you have cancer, and then they give you all these medicines. And then that medicine ends up killing you in 6 months. When you could have waited a few weeks, and your body would have taken care of it, and the little lump would have
Oh, looks like your white cell count's a little bit high. We might need to run some more tests.
Oh, we found you're going to need to take these 17 prescriptions every day for the rest of your life, and you'll be healthy. In about 7 years, you're going to have to take 6 more to fight the side effects of all these pills you're taking, though. Don't worry, we got plenty in stock to sell you.
Some of them might be covered. Most of them won't. They're going to be a little costly.
This
Don't
is how
ever
they
think
keep.
that you could grow your own medicine. Don't ever think that you could grow your own food and food should be your medicine. Don't think that ever.
Yeah, this is a great way to keep families down. When all the family wealth that was gained over the last couple generations gets spent on chemotherapy that isn't covered by your insurance, and you spend $300,000 to try to save your life and extend it a few more years. And then there goes all that money that would have been passed on to the next generation to,
So my neighbor,
build.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but my neighbor passed from cancer about a year ago, and her husband, who's still living next door, the out-of-pocket that he has to pay after the insurance covered everything was still $750,000.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Evil
ridiculous.
fucks, bruh. Fucking evil bastard. Sorry, I'm just enraged at this point because I know the money and the cost that was going on over there in Oregon with the shit that should have been covered. And every time we'd go, well, we need to da-da-da-da. Oh, well, that's not going to be covered. That'll have to be paid for. It got to the point I was just like being ugly with those people. Yeah,
I lied.
I'm going to shut off my mic because I'm about to start being really ugly.
And I did misspeak. She didn't die of cancer. She did have cancer, but I think she was a severe alcoholic, and all of her internal organs were just shutting down. I think because of the cancer or due to complications, I think that it was just sort of a synergistic shutdown between the cancer and the alcoholism, and her body just gave up. So maybe that attributed a little bit more to the cost, because even when he said it, that seemed pretty high after the insurance and everything. I don't know, but I know it's enough to break him. He's not going to have anything to retire on.
That for the rest of his life instead of,
He's going to have to pay off his dead wife's medical bills. Yep.
Yeah. It's a great way to keep just families down in general. Just, they say families are always rising and falling in America. Well, not so much rising anymore unless you get in the club and do some pretty horrible things, it seems.
Yeah. You really got to find that threshold where it's less of a struggle. And apparently that's pretty high up there.
The sad part is we don't need any of this stuff. Sorry, Walt.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just on mute.
I was just saying how we don't need money. We really don't.
That'd be so great. So great. Welcome and thanks for the sub to Natalie Rangla. I'm sure I said that incorrectly and my apologies, but welcome, Natalie. That's probably better. I can do that one. But we're glad you're here and glad you subbed. We appreciate that.
So you're talking about The Thing. And Blade Runner from 1982 came out 38 years ago yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Some actual sci-fi classics.
Indeed.
Well, it would appear that there's another sci-fi film coming out. And its gimmick is that it has cast as the lead actress an AI robot. That's about the extent of it. Yeah.
Should be pretty cheap to make.
You'd think. I'm kind of curious how they plan on doing this, though. Is this going to be like a CGI film? Or is it like the actual robot, like a bipedal robot that's walking around interacting with other actors? I don't know. Let's see this.
You mean like our good friend Sophia?
is the feature, financed by the backers of To the Bone and Loving Vincent, is said to be the first to rely on an artificially intelligent actor. Oh, I doubt that's true. As the industry grapples with how to reopen for production safely, one movie is proceeding with a lead actress who is immune to COVID-19 because she's a robot named Erica.
There you go. She's a robot.
I can't believe I'm reading this.
It's the new normal, Josh. Come on, get with it, man. Fuck.
Bandit Capital Media, which financed titles such as To the Bone and the Oscar-nominated Loving Vincent, Belgium-based Happy Moon Productions, and New York's 1010 Global Media, have committed to back B, a $70 million science fiction film, which producers say will be the first to rely on an artificially intelligent actor. Based on a story by visual effects supervisor Eric Pham, Tarek Zodi, and Sam Coase, who also produces Through Life Entertainment, B follows a scientist who discovers dangers associated with the program he created to perfect human DNA and helps the artificially intelligent woman he designed escape. Japanese scientists Hiroshi Ishiguro, sorry, I'm going to butcher these, Kohei Ogawa, who created Erica in real life as a part of their study of robotics, also taught her to act, applying the principles of method acting to artificial intelligence, according to Coase.
Method, no less.
Method, of course. In other methods of acting, actors involve their own life experiences in the role, Coase says, but Erica has no life experiences. She was created from scratch to play the role. We had to simulate her motions and emotions through one-on-one sessions, such as controlling the speed of her movements, talking through her feelings, and coaching character development and body language. Erica was originally set to debut in a different project that was to have been directed by Tony Kaye, American History X director. But producers parted with Kaye over scheduling. The director of B and the human co-star for Erica are not yet attached. But producers found some of her scenes in Japan in 2019, and they expect to shoot the rest of B in Europe in June of 2021. Oh, I think the chances of B ever being made are pretty slim.
Well, I was looking at the To the Bone and Loving Vincent movies just to kind of get an idea of something. I don't know what, I guess, where these people's mindset are. To the Bone is apparently a Netflix movie about a girl with a eating disorder who's losing a lot of weight. Oh, okay, 6.8, I think, IMDb. Loving Vincent is an interesting feature. It is from 2017. It's an experimental animated biographical drama film about the life of Vincent van Gogh, about the circumstances of his death. It is the first fully painted animated feature film. For some reason, this seems to be ringing bells. Like I remember the lead up to this, and then it just went off my radar and probably hit the same year Mama got her diagnosis, I would guess. So I don't know. I missed it completely, but we'll definitely go back and check it out. Looking at the trailer here, it's interesting for sure. But yeah, I don't know about this robot movie. I don't know.
But we got a robot. All we need now is a basic outline for a story. Yeah, I mean, and a director. I mean, we'll need those two. Well, all the other actors, like, I mean, but we have a robot. We got a damn robot. That means movie, right? Robot means movie?
Nowadays, yeah.
Jesus.
Do you guys know who Aussie Man Reviews is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's put out like a little TV skit type thing. and he plays an AI robot. It's like supposed to take place in the future. They're in Australia. He's this girl's, they call them companion bots or something like that. And everybody has one and they follow you around. Hers is like one of the oldest models and it cusses and swears and it's the voice of Ozyman. But it's funny, but it's kind of eerie. Man, that guy, I liked him a lot, but he has gone so mainstream lately. It's just, I don't know. He's seen money and I think he likes it. Interviewing celebrities and all that kind of crap has really gone to his head. But yeah, I forget what it is. His name is Dick. It's something that Lucy and Dick, The Adventures of Lucy and Dick or something like that. But it's pretty funny. It's Ozyman. But yeah, just the social programming is weird. Everybody having their own bot thing. I mean, we pretty much do with our cell phones. They're just not hovering around, floating behind us. But yeah, it's just something I just saw. They're little 7-minute videos, but they're pretty funny. As long as you can see the programming, you know, our audience is pretty awake, so I don't mind. When I see that type of programming, though, I don't tell like my niece and nephew about it or this and that, you know.
It's difficult to even watch TV for me. I'm in that phase again. I've gone through it and kind of tried to get back with some of the mindlessness of just silly things I used to enjoy watching, but
I'm going old school. It's always Philadelphia.
It's hard. Oh, it's hard. Flipping through like one of the streaming services, trying to find something. I usually go, like you say, back to old school, grab me an old Mystery Science Theater. Oh, Josh, and anyone else who's a Misty. I missed this again completely under my radar. There is a sequel to Manos, The Hands of Fate, currently on one of the streaming services. I don't know which one. I got about 10 to 15 minutes into it, and I couldn't really do it.
Really? Couldn't even do it, huh?
It got to a creepy place that was too creepy for me even. I was just going, okay, what in the heck am I watching? It's like they were really trying too hard to recreate the creepiness of the first one, which happened naturally. You know, it was one of those things where these people set out to make a real movie, and it turned into Manos, The Hands of Fate. But yeah, this is Manos, the origin of Torgo. Yeah, it's just as bad as it sounds. I don't know if I can make it through it or not. I was trying really hard, but it's, yeah, oof, oof, oof.
It's had me crying when I was younger sometimes.
Oh, me too. Just last time I watched them, they had me crying.
I don't know if I'm sure they know it's out there and they probably have done a treatment of it. I mean, it came out in, I think, 2018. But there it is. Hello, Torgo. The master would not. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty. I mean, we get the origin of the master. We get all kind of different. Yeah, it's interesting, but not. I don't know. We'll see if I can do it. We'll see. But that's where I usually wind up, is an old Mystery Science Theater. I did Pod People just 2 or 3 days ago. A classic. A classic. All right, I'll stop mistying.
What else we got going on?
Well, there's time for a break almost, isn't there? Lordy.
Yeah, that's damn near first hour. Yeah. It's about 5
All right,
minutes.
we're going to tell people how to turn off their COVID tracker at this point, or is that going to take longer than we have during this break?
Yeah, I don't think. I think the directions for turning off a COVID tracker are about like the effectiveness of an ear loop mask protecting you from COVID itself.
Oh, well, I have one. I have a method that works, guaranteed. So you take your phone, okay? First you go find a place outside that you're away from people because you don't want anybody around. It's a little dangerous. Eye protection, probably necessary. Goggles, eye protection, definitely warning. eye protection required. Okay. 3-pound sledge, you can get them at Walmart. They're not that expensive. And I'm saying just a heavy application of that 3-pound sledge and to the phone area, just the general phone area. You don't even have to know how to route it or any of that programming, coding stuff. It's pretty basic. It's almost like instinctual, if you will. So yeah, it'll fix that tracker every time.
I love
That
it.
was easy. So I guess we have more time for more stuff now. Shit, I thought that story would take a while.
Just like leave my phone at the house. That's how I do it. It's like, unless I'm going somewhere and I'll be out and I'll be far away or whatnot. But now, if I'm only going a mile or two down the road, I can walk a mile or two if need be, if things got, something horrible happened. Car exploded or something. Yeah, unless I'm going far away from the house, like somewhere, I just don't take my phone with me anymore. It's so refreshing not having that thing with you.
Not being tethered. Yes, it is. It is freeing for sure.
I used to hate the idea of having a cell phone.
Dude, you don't even know.
I asked people.
I worked for a company that, I mean, I was with Bell South before they became Singular as a rep, customer service rep. And then we started dealing with the West Coast AT&T crowd, and I knew we were about to buy them, and that's when I got out of it. But dude, just dealing with, oh man, just the I couldn't even deal with it. And I would see people with them, and they would just be having it to their phone, to their ear, and I'd walk by and hear this conversation that was so important that they couldn't wait till they got home. And it was just early day crowd. I mean, this was early. I mean, if you remember Bell South Mobility, that's been a while. And then they started trying to give them to me for free, and then they started giving me the cool razors for free, and it was like, all right, I'll try a cell phone. And now look at us all.
It's a razor.
That was my first one.
That's how long it took me to find it.
Me too. Yeah, that's how long. And then after that, I wanted one of the ones that were like the, with all the buttons, like the Blackberries, but they had a new one coming out from Nokia that we were pushing, and they were giving that to us so we could know it when the customer started calling in. Like, I was Mr. Clicky. I really liked the keyboard. I hated screen keyboards when they came out on all the smartphones.
Yeah. Yeah, I've broken 10 phones since that razor, and I still have that razor. It's in a box. I'm looking at the box, actually.
Dude, get it working. That would be amazingly retro. While everybody else flips out their shitty new one, you could flip out your old one.
Older. It's beat up looking. That thing has dents in it. But yeah, it still worked. I think the charger went bad in it. But yeah, I bet I could get it running. Yeah, when was that? 2000, geez, 6? Yeah, 2007, somewhere right around there. No, not even then. I don't know. 2008, 2009, maybe.
Now I just think you're arbitrarily rattling off numbers.
Well, I'm thinking about where I was living at my house that I had bought out in the country at that time. And I was doing a lot of drinking and, experimenting at that time as well. So they all kind of blur together.
You shouldn't drink and do chemistry at the same time, or any other science, I guess.
I have a big old crater in my guitar that can attest for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people tell me it's small. Oh, that's just small. No, that's a giant, enormous crater. That's, you know what I'm talking about, Walt. The littlest nick.
Yes, it is. It's a dent of vast proportions. It's like the big hole in Trigger that.
Yeah, your eyes go right. As soon as you look at the guitar, that's what you see. It's like, oh, man.
Oh.
I think we
experimenting by drum sets.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
I hear the break music this time, so I know it's happening, even though my computer tells me we've been on break for 30 seconds now. But hey, who's counting?
I do think mine was dead on, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be me. It's, of course, got to be me. I've reset it 80 times since I got home, but it's me. It's not him.
Well, this is the Ironworks. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, my name is Ella, and I'm 10
Everybody drink!
I'm one of the millions of children born to parents suffering from the sheeple virus. Symptoms include the inability to think for oneself, the attention span of a goldfish, and a strong belief in government and the mainstream media. It is estimated that 1 out of every 2 children are being raised by parents infected with the sheeple virus.
How dare you?
But there is a cure. For as little as 19 cents per day, you can become a TFR supporter and help children like me get their daily dose of truth. Together, we will make sure every child has protection from deception.
Moving to put an end to Obamacare. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. The Trump administration asking the U.S. Supreme Court to put an end to the Affordable Care Act, saying in a Thursday night filing to the High Court, without the penalty for not buying insurance, the law cannot stand. The Federal Appeals Court has already declared the individual mandate to be unconstitutional. Congress eliminated the penalty. The High Courts won't hear the case until its next term, which begins in October. The move comes in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control now estimates that 20 million Americans have been infected with the virus since it first arrived in the U.S., with millions never knowing they had it. That's about 10 times the 2.3 million confirmed cases in the country. The House of Representatives says approved a police reform bill.
A near party line vote in the House advanced the Justice and Policing Act police reform legislation that bears the name of George Floyd.
A bold, transformative vision of policing in America.
California Democrat Karen Bass shepherded the bill that establishes new national standards and a database for police misconduct. All but 3 Republicans voted no. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy prefers a Senate bill blocked by Democrats earlier this week.
All while putting politics before people and slandering Republicans in the process.
So far, it remains unclear if congressional negotiators will renew talks on a bipartisan solution.
Fox's Jared Halpern. President Trump told a Fox town hall meeting in Wisconsin yesterday he's done more for police reform than Democrats have.
Nobody thought it was possible to get it done. I got it done. They couldn't get it done. And then they'll say such horrible things. I mean, on the campaign, they'll say such horrible things about me. It's a very unfair business.
The president issued an executive order on police reform several days ago. America is listening to Fox News. This is Truth Frequency Radio.
The wicked ones obviously under heavy Masonic influence.
Good morning. I'm here.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard, to think really hard, to think really hard.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworx because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworx with Josh, Walt, and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworx with Josh, Walt, and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworx on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Realm Media is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to The Ironworx with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworx and become an Iron Scout.
The iron you need to get what you want.
Thank you, everybody, for contributing, especially Stephen Hawking. It's so hard to pin him down these days. But we did manage to get a little soundbite of him talking about the Ironworx. So thanks again for that, Stephen.
Yeah,
welcome back.
Busy guy.
I think you muted yourself there, Zach.
I just said he was a busy guy.
Oh, he is a busy guy. Lots of roles to play. I heard he's going to be doing a movie soon called B. I don't know.
Oh, that would be quite amazing casting. Opposite robot chick. I don't remember her name. Never mind. I'm going to butcher the name. So there's a friend we've just made there in chat who we would like to have get in touch with us, possibly as a guest on the show in the future. So they're Jorco Aquaponics. Did I do it? Jorco Aquaponics. If I didn't do it right, then you know who I'm trying to say. And just get in touch with us at ironrealmmedia@gmail.com. That's usually where you can find us. Or here. Give us your info in chat. We'll probably get with you in the next 6 months or so. No, I'm just being silly. We really would like to get in touch with you and get to know you and hear this story. I don't even want to say anything or spoil anything. So I'm going to just let that hang there. Teaser, teaser, teaser.
When you can't please her.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry.
Never mind. You don't want to be on our show. No, I'm just being silly. Oh, shout out to all the people who have joined us there in chat. Most of them there on YouTube. We're glad to have you over there on our Iron Real Media channel. Michael Kilpatrick's joined us. Rose was there a minute ago. Hello, Rose. When are we going to host the ladies on our channel? Is that coming up soon?
Probably before too long.
I think it's Cammy's turn, so I'm excited. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
the next Bitches Brew should be hosted on IRM, I do believe.
I think it's our turn.
I think it'll be next weekend.
Is it next weekend? I didn't want to say that if it wasn't. Oh, yeah, the month does change, doesn't it? Yep, you're right. So, okay, cool.
So I was saying earlier that
and then I stopped talking. I was saying hey to people, and now I've stopped. Who was I saying? There was another new person that joined us. I may have already said hello to her earlier, actually. Anyway, hello everybody, and I'll just stop being in chat. Because John Savage is like writhing right now wherever he's listening from. He's like, what do you say? Get out of chat, Walt. Savage! Right? Shout out to John Savage. Shout out to Adam Meakin. Shout out to Rob, Freddie. We miss you guys. You too, James. The Full Armor OG. Since we're doing the roll call from the past.
We missed you, Cow.
Cal, man, you got there before I could. I was digging deep. I was like, man, I know I'm forgetting like somebody that has left us that we miss. We do miss you, Cal. Indeed. And hope things are going good for you, friend, for sure.
Well, I said that those directions for turning off your COVID tracker on your phone. Look, a cell phone service has been going down a lot lately. And apparently when it comes back up, all these phones have these COVID trackers on them. And there's, directions to go in, your settings, et cetera, turn it off. And apparently you should be safe. And I say that's like wearing a mask because I doubt it really does much of anything but make you feel like you've done something. And it shuts you up for a little while until they force an update and turn it back on. And you have to go back and turn it back off again. But this idea of the masks, apparently in Washington State, the governor has mandated masks, similar to in California. But there was a county sheriff, no less, who had something to say about this. If I can actually get it to play.
Time.
I was really surprised to see it was an actual sheriff.
Here, Governor Inslee, in his infinite wisdom, has decided, after over 100 and some odd days, that we should all wear face masks, inside and out. Here's what I say. Don't be a sheep.
That was it. That was his speech. That was his speech to the people about the governor's mandate of masks. The county sheriff, Lewis County Sheriff, to the people over a bullhorn. Don't be a sheep, he said.
I think that's a new soundbite we need to add to our repertoire, sir. Hint, hint.
I think that's a good idea. Let's see if I can.
I have faith in you. You've been doing it.
Yeah, I've known of a few good sheriffs. I mean, their county, they're voted in, every couple of years. And they're usually, I don't know, at least the sheriff there in Indiana where I was living, he was a good person. I'll put it at that. When it came to the law. Now, when it came to his personal life and stuff like that and being faithful to his wife, that was a different matter. But when it came to the law, he was very adamant about telling other people, hey, this is my jurisdiction. And the laws don't change unless I allow it. And that's how it actually is. That's how the sheriff has the right to tell the federal government, hey, get out of here. This is my county. We don't need your help. Get out of here. And they're like, they're one of the last few bastions of hope that I have. I don't know if that's one of those, those hopes that are not really there, but you're just trying to make something there. It's just because I've known a couple good people that became sheriff. So maybe he is a good person. Maybe it isn't, one of those, a plant or something like that. I hope so.
Indeed. Indeed, sir.
Yeah, we need more sheriffs like that.
That'd be nice.
We need awake people. It's just so hard. God, it sucks.
Right.
It's like a never-ending battle.
I think part of what they're spraying over us overhead is like sleeping gas at this point. It's so ridiculous. Shout out Flat Earth Aussie Roscoe. I finally got back up far enough to find the person I was trying to find earlier that I knew had joined us. Glad to have you here, friend. And anyone else that I'm missing, I'm sure I am. And I saw Sean Oko didn't get the notifications. That's not new. That's pretty much a steady thing with the Iron crew. So, and as a caveat, always check the bell. They'll help you by unchecking it for you. They'll unsubscribe you to your favorite channels. You know, they want to keep you streamlined there at YouTube. They don't want to get your operating system cluttered up with bookmarks, save channels, and things like that. I mean, go click the 3 buttons over there next to a person's chat right now and go to their channel and make sure you subscribe to their channel as well. Psych, can't do that crap anymore, can you? Yeah, because, you know, streamlining it, making it more streamlined for you. Okay, I'll stop.
You'd be cluttered up with all the stuff you want.
Right? I mean, we've got to deliver this news feed to you every third string of line of search that I have now on my freaking YouTube. Every time I go streaming, go looking for something to watch. Every third line down, it's some new news shite. If there was a way to block it or remove it or report it, I do sometimes just for shits and giggles go report it as spam, like get it off my damn crap. But well, you see how much good that does. But again, thank
like
you,
they show you even
Robot
more.
Master Overlords. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, when you do that kind of stuff, it's like you get more ads all of a sudden, and more of those things every few videos. Yeah, because I've gone through and been like, why are you showing me this? Why are you showing me this? Do not show this to me. Do not show this to me.
Exactly.
And now
with all that.
Yeah. Just a waste of time.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm actually trying to get the soundbite set up.
Oh, look at you going. I didn't know you were working behind the scenes, even as we speak. Live production happening here at the Realm, ladies and gentlemen. It's not any more raw radio than that.
And I just gotta say, I don't want to jinx anything, but Josh, you have been on fire for a while, man. You've been doing amazing with both shows. So thank you.
Indeed, sir. He is that guy. Shout out to Michael, another old school realmer that we miss and wonder what's going on with him and his friends. So apparently it's hard to poop on the moon?
Well, sure. If it's hard to poop in the ISS, it's hard to poop on the moon.
Okay.
There's still 1/6 gravity. I mean, it's still going down.
Thinking it would be, yeah, wouldn't that make it easier? I don't know. I guess it's that whole squatting thing when you, I don't know.
I wonder if you could poop and then stand up real fast and see your poop before it hits the water.
Oh, wow. See, and then it went awry. Then the show derailed.
Space is hard.
Well,
man,
it did cost them $23 million for a new toilet seat on the ISS.
Well, if you think you have a better idea for a space crapper, you could win $20,000 as a prize. Just saying. Just saying. You want some of that big NASA money?
Million?
53 million a freaking day plus now. I know it's what, 70 million, Zach? You did the math. But for a prize, you're only going to get 20,000 if you make a new crapper for them. What the hell? This must not be NASA. This must be somebody else. Oh.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation did a thing on you could win $1 million if you design the new toilet that uses less than a gallon to flush.
Oh, well, see, now they're giving out $1 million, but apparently on NASA and Hero X, crowdsourcing platform Hero X, have started a search for the next lunar toilet. So if you can do it, there's a prize for you, $20,000 for you. Which probably these days would be about enough to wipe your butt with. No, anyway. So yeah, I don't know how much of this I want to go into. Oh no, see, I'm seeing like quotations further down that let me know we're not reading this story. Okay, so here's your parameters. Let's just get into the parameters for your toilet if you're going to design it, because we're not going to get too graphic here.
But toe hooks?
Well, this is what the design and toe hooks, handlebars. No, it has to be able to accommodate the waist of 2 astronauts for at least 14 days. It has to work in both microgravity and lunar gravity. There's your 1/6. Zach, it can't use more than 70 watts of power. It can't be smelly.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm saying these are the specifications. It has to accommodate
How
both
fast
men
it
and
has to
women.
stink up already.
It has to flush property. It has to be quick and easy to clean. You don't want to be spending time hovering around a toilet with a brush, when you should be out exploring the moon. Come on. It has to be able to flush about 2 cups. Oh, man, okay, I have to stop at this point. It has to be quiet. Shh, it has to be quiet. No louder than 60 decibels, please. So there you go. I'll give you the link if you want to be part of the Great Space Poop Challenge. Wait, that's not it. This is linking me to another article. There's only like every third word is a hyperlink. I hate stories like this. Somewhere in this story, there's probably a link if you want to go design a toilet. I'll just drop the story and you can go searching. How about that? Because all these links so far are just links to other stories there with quite a bit of
How many stories are there about pooping in space?
Man, there's so much crap going on right now on the plane. They got to distract us with crap over our heads too, don't you know?
Don't be a sheep.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, you notice how everything points away from the ocean?
Wait, what? That was out of left field.
Well, everything is look up in the sky or look over here or look at North Korea or look at this. It's never ever, hey, look at the ocean.
That's true.
Indeed.
I mean, they claim to know more about space than the ocean, even though it's all theoretical bullshit. So what is really down there? You know they got a lot more than they're telling us. Like a lot more.
Well, all I can say for sure that I know from the time I spent there on the coasts, which were for the most part the Gulf coasts around the whole like southern states generally, but I did live in Miami and spent some time on the East Coast there, and saw quite a few interesting things out there happening light-wise, because always being one to watch the skies, keep watching the skies. Yeah, I saw quite a few interesting things. There's always historically stories of craft, if you will, entering the ocean. Allegedly, that was going on, with Bird, but we don't know if that's true or not. Lots of distraction and possible fabrication around what actually happened. Shout out to Travis just hitting the chat. I see you, brother. Anyway, but yeah, definitely a lot of historical things happening with craft and the ocean. So who knows what's going on down there and what entrances and exits there might be to other lands there.
Somebody.
Kind of like the whole idea of what's floating above our head with all the helium and all the possible floating cities and whatnot. There could be vast underwater things going on we don't have a clue about, as you know, lots that they could hide right there below our feet, or, well, not below our feet, but in the water.
Yeah, I think we need to start investigating ocean more. I bet that has a lot of answers to questions we haven't even asked yet. And then to the north instead of going south. Because everything's about Antarctica.
Antarctica, yes, indeed, sir.
I think all the real magic.
Sorry. How often does Travis get honked at from the radio?
Right?
Hey.
He is on the road again as well.
Figured I'd beat
Shout
him to the
out to Flat Earth Truckers, Travis and Angelo.
Man, Travis is in my head. I was just about to say we were talking about the ocean and we didn't even talk about the abyss, and Travis puts it in the chat. Yes, an amazing movie.
I really like that movie.
Yeah, I really did too. And what's unfortunate is I missed it in the theater because of two shitty movies that came out before it. There was some movie, Leviathan, that came out, and Deep Star 6. Yep, and Deep Star 6. Both came out before The Abyss, and I had gone to the theater with high expectations, being a underwater person, liking underwater things, and being a science fiction monster dude. I was excited for both those movies, and they they were horrible, horrible movies. So when The Abyss came out, I thought, well, shit, I'm not wasting my 2 hours to go see another underwater catastrophe. So I missed it in the theater. But I have since seen it on quite vast, huge digital screens that, make it equal, I guess, to being in the theater with vast sound systems shaking the floor as the craft did their thing. And Ed Harris choked on pink water. And yeah, freaking amazing movie. Go see it. Go watch it. If you haven't seen it, you've missed a lot.
She tells them we all breathed liquid for 9 months in the womb.
And while there is a director's cut that exists out there, I used to have it on Letterbox VHS cassette, which was a rare thing to find. I was an early adopter of Letterbox when I realized the difference between it and Pan and Scan. So I would go to weird video stores and seek out Letterbox VHS tapes, of which I had the director's cut of The Abyss with the wave, the tidal wave, and just some things that didn't quite work for the story. So I highly would say stick with the theatrical version if you're given a choice. You could see it too as the director's cut if you're already a fan of the original theatrical version, but yeah, just not as great to me as the original. Sorry, I got nerdy. I like that movie.
I bet some of those VHS would be worth something today.
They're here somewhere in a box. I kept them for that reason, because they were rare when VHS was a thing. So I'm sure now who knows? People don't know they exist, I guess, and maybe they're not that big of a collector item. But yeah, I used to have quite a few VHS. There was a section that they finally came out in, what was that place? Hollywood Video that used to be in the mall? Is that right? Hollywood Video? Where you get the posters and things like that?
Yeah.
Am I remembering the right store? So anyway, but they finally had a section that would have them once, right before DVDs really became the push. They had a section that featured them, and I got a good handful of like some of the classics that I needed to have in widescreen. Terminators and sir,
the mom and pop movie stores back in the 80s.
Right, that's where I used to have to go hunt for stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Like
Magic Video and Clemtronics. What? Shout out here to the old stores.
Ours was
with the curtained room. Uh-oh. What's behind that curtain over there? You'll find out when you're 18, boy.
Yeah. The 80s.
Yeah, the 80s without a freaking doubt.
No, that was back there is now playing on the monitors.
Right, exactly. That's like tame stuff these days, right? Oh, goodness. Man, are we really almost to the end of this segment, truly?
Yeah, that was fast. We got 90 seconds. 90 seconds. That was a fast half hour.
Well, shout out to Salamo over here on the TFR chat. I just went back over there to see if anybody had stumbled in, and he has been. All one is there as well. We're over on YouTube if you want to come hang with us there. He may already be in YouTube, and I just missed it, so I'll shut up now. I think I put the link. I did. I put the link over there on TFR if you want to come hang with us there or not. Just do what you want to do. I'll stop telling you what to do.
It's your thing.
That's right. Don't be a sheep.
Don't
listen to me. Don't be a sheep.
Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep.
We're going to wear that one out.
His greatest speech in history right there. Short, to the point, not wasting no time with a bunch of fancy words and all this stupid crap. Half the people don't even understand what they're saying. Perfect. I love it. Don't be a sheep.
It's amazing how people have been raving about Aya Life all over Facebook. They've been posting their testimonials just because they want to get the word out because it's worked so well for them. If you're not familiar with Aya Life, it's a 99% pure CBD oil, but the secret is the synergy between the hemp and the ayahuasca vine, the non-psychoactive component of the ayahuasca tea. We recently received an email from a wife whose husband has Parkinson's. For the first time, he's been able to sleep through the entire night. Another customer reported that they're no longer using NSAIDs because their tennis elbow has been relieved with Aya Life. The reports have been phenomenal and much more than we ever expected. Everyone should have access to this. That's why if you head on over to ayalife.com right now and use coupon code TFR, we'll give you $5 towards your order. And we'll even ship it worldwide. That's ayalife.com, AYA-life.com.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining and bad odors with HydroCare water products, available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable water systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to bestwater123.com. That's bestwater123.com.
Greetings, Earth Explorers. My name is Brooks Agnew, and I am your host on X Squared Radio every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Truth Frequency Radio Network. This is where the past meets the future. We explore the mysteries of the universe and of the Earth. We might go a little past your imagination, but have no fear. You will be safely traveling with us. We will dissolve the propaganda of dangerous people with dangerous plans for the planet. We will discuss the latest technologies and challenges for humankind. We will discover the safest place for you to stand when the thinkings and doings of mankind come flying apart, and how you can be one of the people that helps put it back together. Join us.
Real people, real radio.
Initiating the truth frequency.
This is Truth Frequency Radio.
Here's a message of importance to millions of people who are continually pale and washed out, weak and run down. Doctors will tell you that these conditions are often caused by a deficiency of iron. The iron you need to keep you physically fit and mentally alert. Medical studies show that 2 out of 3 women and many, many men lack the daily iron your body requires in a form your body can easily use and put to work. Every dose gives you more than your daily minimum iron requirement.
We are awake, we are aware, we are not alone. We are striving for more.
So if you're not getting the iron your body needs, if you feel weak, run down, and are easily upset, start taking iron today.
And welcome back to the Ironworks. Fourth and final segment right here on Truth Frequency Radio, live streaming over on our Iron Realm Media YouTube channel as well.
I think I figured it out.
Uh-oh.
Remember Daz mentioned it while I was in Oregon that we were all locked down and time had become quite elastic and people weren't paying attention to it? Well, I've never done that. I've never worn a watch, paid attention to stuff. I get places when I get to them. That's just my life. So apparently I've created this bubble around me now that is affecting my computer and has me all out of the, I'm quite asynchronous apparently at the moment. So just a theory. I could be wrong. I am not a temporal scientist, nor do I play one on TFR.
Maybe. You just increased in mass. And now
there's probably that. I probably did. I ate quite a bit of cheese, sauce, dip before I left Oregon. Hey, people are talking about DuckTales there in chat. I don't know. I'm sure everybody knows this, but I'll throw it in chat. Wow, why can't I find a big picture? That's really terrible. That's terrible. Is that a good one? There it goes. All right, I'm going to drop this image into the chats for you all so you can enjoy
it. Is it the eye exam picture?
No, it's the flat Earth map behind the DuckTales logo.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's a flat Earth map.
I don't either, but it's what people used to say, and it's funny. So I put it in there. Wow, where did that chat? Where the chat is kicking because that link is gone already. I can't even see it. So I'm gonna go put it in the TFR one so it can stay there.
Did you guys ever see that pointed out when Scrooge goes to get his eye exam?
Oh yeah, yeah, I have the Illuminati thing.
Yeah, ask about Illuminati.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, dude, I mean, if you want to get into Disney hidden crap, good Lord, we'll be here for another 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours. We've only got 30 minutes or less even now at this point. Slama's being quite funny over there at TFR all by himself. You guys are missing it at YouTube. But yeah, it could be a completely flat map. So it's hard to say, but it's interesting anyway.
It is interesting.
It's something to see on the radio.
And when Scrooge McDuck left Scotland, it was his grandfather that gave him some of the best advice I've heard. And that was to work smarter, not harder. And I've used that ever since I was a little kid. Sure, people call me lazy, but I just tell them, no, I'm working smarter, not harder. But whatever.
I like it. I like
Did
it.
the job get done?
Did the what get done?
Did the job get done? Yeah.
I mean,
if the job got done, then the job got done.
There's
Doesn't
a
matter
reason.
how you do it.
We procrastinate as much as we do. Mainly because I procrastinate as much as I do.
Yerp. Oh wait, I'm back at back at the YouTube chat, and Daz says he must be too old as he never watched cartoons after the early 80s. I'm right there with you, Daz. I probably quit late 70s because I was raised on the Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies, Tom and Jerry cartoons that were aimed at adults at theaters as pre-movie fare. So that's what I grew up watching as cartoons as a young kid. And by the time the 80s hit, cartoons were aimed at kids. Commercials, 30-minute commercials for G.I. Joe figures and, He-Man figures. And it was all my brother's era of crap that I didn't. Oh, sorry if I offended anybody. Yeah, I didn't watch any, I didn't watch DuckTales. I didn't watch Darkwing Duck. I didn't watch any of that 80s stuff. It just didn't appeal to me. It was aimed at a much younger person than I, in my mid to late teens, was already by watching, as I said, really mature cartoons that were aimed at adults, not at kids.
Does anybody remember Gizmo Duck's name?
You're talking out of my league, sir.
I forget it now. He was Scrooge's accountant. And he'd put on the suit and become Gizmo Duck. Ride around on a unicycle, one wheel. He was turned into it was like RoboCop, kind of.
I do vaguely remember
I couldn't even really enjoy the Turtles in the 80s because I had read the original black and white comics, which were again aimed at adults before it got turned into the 30-minute commercials for the toys that were out. Right. So Battle of the Planets. What? That's what's up, Daz. He knows good cartoons. Anyway, I'll stop.
I like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Nerding out again. Which one? I'm sorry.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. But that wasn't an 80s one. That was
That's anime. That don't count. That's a different genre.
I watched
Well, I
a
guess
lot
Battle of the Planets technically was anime as well, but they just Americanized it and made it watchable for us, I guess. Because the original version of it actually was not in English.
Do you remember Heavy Metal?
Oh, well, yeah, dude. That was like the most amazing thing ever. I had read the magazine. Heavy Metal magazine, Epic magazine, amazing art, amazing stories. And then I found out this movie was coming out. Some of it really hit really well, and some of it didn't quite work out like they wanted it to. Trying to reproduce Corbin's art in that segment really didn't quite look right.
So good. Make it move.
But some of it is just phenomenal. And the soundtrack, soundtrack was just amazing.
Have you guys looked at the call board lately?
No, I haven't, because apparently we have a call. I just saw, because I'm not even over there anymore. I'll have to go look. We have a call. Can you do that, Josh? You got that, sir?
I surely can.
Who's that?
Apologize to whoever's holding.
Good morning, caller. I've been holding for
They
10
texted me
minutes.
before and said they were calling. I apologize.
Been holding on for 10 minutes. Welcome, caller, to the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency Radio and YouTube this morning. Oh, that's because I didn't unmute them like I should have. Maybe I did. Caller, are you there?
Hello. What home? Travis, what's going on, man?
Travis.
Guys, I'm like, they're not gonna get to me. I'm gonna just be sitting here in TFR limbo.
Well, it's a good thing you texted Zach.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Hey, listen, guys. I just want to tell you, I wish that you guys were my dad.
Well, tell my son.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I absolutely. Whenever I tune into you guys, there is, even over the vast miles and distances, there's your vibes and your aura and just everything. You guys are just fantastic. I love you guys.
Well, thanks, Trev. We love you.
Love you, brother. My goodness. You need to come hang out with us again too, man. Miss having you around for sure.
I know. Yeah. I know it's just timing and everything. I'm usually asleep at this time, but I've been on the road all week in West Virginia and Virginia, and so my schedule was a little bit different. I was awake and I opened up the YouTubes to see what I was going to listen to, and there was TFR. I said, "Hey, I got to get on there."
Wow, you're in some beautiful country.
Well, yeah. It's nice. It's nice and lush and green. Right now, obviously, because it's just we got some heavy rains this week, and so everything's coming alive. And yeah.
Yeah, I like West Virginia.
So,
I haven't drove
great.
too much.
I'm gonna have to listen.
Sorry about that, Trav.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say I'm gonna have to listen back to the beginning of the show because I came in right when you guys were talking about Admiral Byrd and the water, and that's when I put in the abyss comment. So I came in right at the end of it all.
Well, there was a whole bunch of nothing. It's just a typical Friday morning.
There's some ramble, not a whole lot going on with all this stuff going on. When you look at this stuff with open eyes and you sort out all the bullshit, there's really not that much reality. I mean, you can see their plan unfolding and whatnot, but most of it's just fear porn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it seems like West Virginia.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Trav. You're the
I was
guest.
going to say it seems like it seems like West Virginia is really loose on the whole mask thing. Like 99% of the people aren't masked, and every time I come into proximity with a person without a mask, I'm like, it is so good to see your face, or I'll try to say something that acknowledges the fact that they are not a sheep at that moment, right? And I went to the I parked at Walmart last night, slept in my truck, and went to the Sheets or the Wawa or whatever you want to call it for you, wherever you are in this world. And besides the workers have to wear the mask. But there was one sheep out of probably like 30 people that were in there. Everybody else had their faces wide open for the world to see and smile at. There's this one knucklehead guy. You just look at him going, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing, man?
That's awesome. Yeah, around here, it's still about 80, 85% people wearing masks. But
And see here, it's about 85% not. And when you see them, it stands out here. But when they do, they're full bore, either driving or doing yard work with their mask on. It's like, yeah, I'll see the ambulance down there in front of your house soon.
Yeah, I just saw a state representative make a video testing out like 3 or 4 different masks with an O2 sensor. And within less than 5 seconds after they put the mask on, it's at a dangerously low level of oxygen for a human to consume. 5 seconds. And it's already not healthy for you to be wearing that mask. So there's people talking about it finally, about the dangers of all this stuff and all. I don't know. When they roll out this, they're already saying
right.
wave 2 is hitting somewhere.
Okay, Walt.
I'm right here, brother.
You there?
Oh, yeah. Not going
Okay,
nowhere.
so remember yeah. I just meant because it's real sketchy coming through this Virginia area, but So I hit you up once about doing a karaoke parody Flat Earth Smack song. So
Indeed.
I just wrote lyrics to Led Zeppelin's Black Dog, but I call the song Black Swan. And I'm just I do not want to try to do it. I just can't get to that range. Is Black Dog in your range?
It may be.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I could
All
probably
right.
swing it.
I'll
We'll get together for sure.
send you the lyrics.
Man, I was pumped up. We were getting
Okay.
into it, and then that's right before I headed to Oregon. So yeah, I haven't done much
Yeah. Okay. All right.
since then, but we'll definitely get together, man. I was pumped up. You know, I love to sing.
Yeah, I bet you could hit that.
I
Right.
think that'd be good. That would be so good.
I can't wait to hear the lyrics. You come up with some
looking
really
for
crafty.
Somewhere here, I've got a story of where a doctor sent a thing around, and I can't find it. It's buried in my messages somewhere. So, but basically, yeah, all the things we should know about masks, why it's completely ridiculous, and how it doesn't even work. I don't know. It's buried. I've got too many things saved, so I didn't know we would be getting into all that too much. I'll find it and share it with y'all this afternoon over there on Have No Sphere on the Iron Realm Media YouTube channel, where you're currently watching this very program or listening or whatever you're doing.
We are getting close.
Jesus, already?
All right, Zach. I just sent you the lyrics, Zach.
Awesome. Yeah, I just got them.
And I was lost in chat again, playing catch up on chat. I'll stop.
Yeah, I can't read this right this second, but yeah, it starts off. It's amazing, Trav, from the very get. I love it. Yeah, so much to do, so little time. July 31st.
Speaking,
will be heading east.
Speaking of so much to do and so little, sorry about that. Speaking of so much to do and so little time, I started a website called theetherband.com, and I want it to be a collaboration of people who are into observations and optics and refraction, and each person maybe having their own page or whatnot, but I really want to try to make contact with Alexander Lightwater. I think is maybe out in the chat. I think I saw him earlier. People like him. If anybody out there listening to the sultry sounds of these gentlemen's voices, if anybody out there loves to geek out on the technical side of optics and distance and crunching numbers, and that's just your thing, and like you love that stuff, please contact me at info@theetherband.com, because I really, like I said, I don't want this to be just me. I really need all of the collaboration. So there's so much to do and so little of my time to be able to do it. So if everybody knows Gleam's going to try to help me do some web mastering kind of stuff. So that's going to be great. And hopefully he's going to spice up the site, and we'll see what we can do on that end. But if you guys know anybody who would be interested in this, let me know.
I've been thinking about it, Trav, and having a few drone operators to test with. You know, we were saying you need a few people out there. If you had drone operators every so often, like you weren't looking at something like every mile, maybe you could have a drone out there with sensors on it telling you what the atmosphere is. Just thoughts, just because I remember we were talking about having sensors all over the place, comprehend what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know how well that would work. Maybe it'd be better with boats. I don't know. I've been contemplating on how to try to get done.
Yeah, that would be good. Although the
One day
sensors
at NASA's
in the
budget.
buoys in the chest.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if I'm going to be in a good spot or not. This is typically where I'm. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, whenever I try to check the temperatures and stuff on the Chesapeake Bay, all of the water buoys are down. They're either to repair or getting adjusted or something like that. I'm never able to get, clear registers on what kinds of data that I can get from there, and that just you can't work with that.
Yeah, you need a team. One day at NASA's budget, and you'd be able to do this for the rest of your life. That's the saddest part about it. People out here trying, going out there and doing the legwork on their own dime. For one day at NASA's budget, and Travis could pay people and have a team for, the next 30 years out there doing this stuff, getting it done.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, I'm telling you, I am absolutely 110% convinced that this is a new scientific realm, and the ballers hate it when I say, guys, I'm your new Copernicus, because the stuff that I read about refraction, and when I get out on the field, it's not. I'm like, you guys have no clue what you're looking at. You do not know what you are looking at. And there's no way, like yesterday I was on Jose's show just getting reamed by these guys. And they're like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm like, do you realize how long it took Snell to come up with his law? And he was probably doing it full time. I can't just sit down and write out an equation for you. They make it sound like this is just something I could do in my spare time.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. That little equation I wrote took a year and a half, and it's not even like an equation that I came up with. It's more of a formula, a mixture of equations. And that took me a year and a half, and it's not all that complicated. But yeah, I couldn't even imagine putting in all the time, the testing and all the. Yeah, it's a lifetime's worth of work. Like you said, so much to do, so little time. We're working on it, Trav. We're going to get you that funding here one of these days. I agree totally. It is a branch of science that's never been studied accurately.
And if they really wanted you to
Okay,
devote
so
all
look.
your time, they would pay you to do it. I'm just saying. It's that easy. You really want me to do it? Fine. But I got to pay my bills somehow. It's got to be worth my time.
That's what I say to them. That's what they're like, why don't you do this? I said, I'd be glad to enter into a contract with you. If you want to pay me for my time, they're like, oh, you got. I'm like, you got. Come on, man. You are requiring me to do something from my time.
Yep.
But listen, okay, so listen. If
about 90 seconds, Trev.
Much of the what?
Got about 90 seconds.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. You carry the rest of the show.
Well, how about this? How about we get you to call in? Oh, you're usually asleep this time. How about we get you on the Friday show here one of these days very soon?
Yeah, come hang out with us this afternoon if you are settled in. Hell.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing going on tonight, do we?
No.
Yeah, I'll be on the road tonight. I'll be on the road tonight too. So sure.
Yeah, holler at us.
Oh yeah, we'll take a call if we can, hear it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I just dropped a link in chat for the face mask exemption card. Do what you want. Print it, don't print it. I can't recommend anybody to do what they don't want to do. But definitely look into your health. So it's there in chat. Thank you, Salama. And thank you, all one. All right, love you guys. Love you, chat. Love you, everybody. Come see us this afternoon in about, 11 hours?
11 hours, yeah.
On this same fat, flat channel. Love y'all.
Love you guys. Love you, Trav.
Love you.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks, Zach.
thanks,
Thanks,
brother.
Walt. We will see you all this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure. This has been another exciting episode of the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency Radio. We'll catch you right back here on Tuesday. Be good, be well. Bye-bye.